Hello, everybody. This is an interview I did with Night Ranger's Brad Gillis. I believe it's sometime in the 80s. I really can't remember. Check it out.
So you boys are working on a new record?
Yeah, it's about time.
It's about time?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've been on the road for 9 months, and not that everything got stale. It's just it's time for something new.
Mm-hmm.
So we went into pre-production and learned 10 tunes, and we got some good stuff happening.
Do you?
I'm excited, yeah. Yeah.
Different than the last record?
The same format, but we're exploring a couple new areas right now. We got a song called 7 Wishes, which get a chance to play for you downstairs. If we get the time.
Good. So I mean, how would you describe it as being different?
The song, maybe just the beat and the feel of it. It's like a rolling, grooving type tune that has it's hard to explain. It's got Fitz did some great keyboard parts on it. It's going to be a monster. I'm looking forward to it. It may be the title of the album.
7 Wishes?
Yeah.
Are there 7 songs in the album?
No, but we're thinking about doing a video concept, 7 videos, and each one applying to a different song or a different scene, calling it 7 Wishes.
Yeah.
And do a package video and sell them all together. It's still in the working stage
Yeah,
right now.
that's interesting. Are there actually 7 wishes? Were there 7 things that you guys came up with that
No,
it's just a title?
but we can apply that to a video somehow.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. What are some of the other tunes on the record?
We got a song called I Need a Woman. That's going to be a good one. That I'm looking forward to playing my ass off on.
Oh, really?
We're still doing rhythm tracks right now.
You doing the solo on that?
Yeah, and Jeff's doing the solo on 7 Wishes. Those are the 2 hot ones, the 2 of my favorites. And then we got a good rock and roll favorite like Rockin' America and Don't Tell Me You Love Me. It's called This Boy Likes to Rock, which is an up-tempo tune, which gave a chance to play that too. You got it on tape. But things looking good. Then we got a couple ballads, one called Sentimental Street and the other one called Goodbye. But we haven't got into recording yet. We've been doing the up-tempo stuff first. All the drums and bass are down. Now we're doing rhythm guitars. Now we're about halfway through.
Is that how you normally work?
Pretty much.
Drums and bass?
We do get all the drums down and then overdo the bass and then do my rhythm guitars, then keyboards, and then just rhythm guitars, background vocals, lead vocals, then lead solos.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a reason for splitting up the 2 rhythm guitars?
Yeah, because I put down the format rhythm, and then Fitz complements what I play, and then Jeff will either double me with different chord inversions, or an octave higher, or counteract rhythms, or a lead line of it, whatever it takes. So it's worked in the past, so we stick with that format.
Are those parts pretty much worked out in pre-production?
Yeah. But we always change. Things always change. I mean, we go into we go into rehearsals and learn everything where we're going to learn it. But whenever we get back in the studio, after we make rehearsal tapes and listen to it, live with it for a month and 2, whenever we get back in the studio, we always make some final changes. Whether it be in the solos, we'll always change because we're always coming up with something new to final things laid down. But as far as rhythmic patterns are slightly deviated, maybe just to fit the keyboards or something a little better. Something that seemed like it worked in rehearsal, but isn't on the album. We'll change little inflections and stuff. But we're basically, it's going to turn out good. It's happening.
I think that this is a pretty important record for the band.
It's real important, and we know it too.
Yeah.
And we don't have a deadline like we did on the second album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Giving you free reign.
Yeah, but we're not taking advantage of it because we have the Japanese shows in late April, and we want to be done, hopefully, with the album completed by April 1, and have all the jackets made so they could rush prints out to get it to Japan. So we have a new product when we're playing over there.
That's where you start the tour?
Yeah. Then we're going to Germany, doing 6 shows in Germany. Big outdoor festivals with Foreigner.
Really?
I think Foreigner, Loverboy, Bryan Adams. I don't know. They named 6 bands. I forget who they were. But I think Foreigner's headlining. And us, be the first time for us over there. Second time in Japan. That's not rain.
First time in Germany or in Europe?
First time in Europe. We're
In
only
Europe?
going to Germany.
Oh.
Yeah, we're hitting Germany. I'm not. They may push the tour on throughout Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but we got 6 shows confirmed.
Do you think that what you do is in the same league as what Foreigner and Lovewood does? Do you see your music lying in there at all?
Basically, with heavier guitars. Probably basically, yeah, but with heavier guitars. Yeah. And maybe different styles, but the same pop influence, I guess you'd say.
Mm-hmm.
But we try to, I don't know, at least Jeff and I do, try to keep it a little heavier and keep it pumping.
So I mean, with the success, I mean, things like Sister Christian and Rock and other things. I mean, do you at all, maybe way back, do you tailor a tune maybe to capture a little bit of that same?
Yeah, I think so.
That's actually a very difficult thing to do.
Well, then again, it isn't, because you have a basic format to work from.
That's
true. But I think, maybe not the songs themselves, but maybe the up-tempo feeling and the tempo, mainly, probably, Rock in America, Don't Tell Me That, up-tempo, and that song, This Boy Likes to Rock, is a good example of that.
Yeah. You mentioned Fitz earlier in terms of the keyboard.
Fitz did some great shit.
Did it?
He's doing some great shit. We were worried about it in pre-production because he had all this new equipment and he wasn't really playing much rehearsals, right? And he was like thinking a lot, and programming shit. And we'd be playing the songs and he'd be programming stuff. We're going, "Come on, Fitz, where are you?" And he'd go, "Well, put it on tape for me and we'll come back tomorrow rehearsal and I'll have a part for you." And we go, "Yeah, right, okay, let's see what he does." He comes back the next day and, man, punches in the stuff. And he's doing stereo keyboard trips where one sound programs into the second synthesizer. So he's doing this layer of staccato notes, like ring type sound. And on the bottom would be layered string sound or voice sound, and it's amazing. With one hand, how much output that can put. And on the other hand, he's doing something else. So 7 Wishes he did a great job on last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Really. He is kind of the unsung hero of the band, isn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's definitely not in the spotlight, but shows it in his music, in his inflections.
I mean, I think if you weren't in the band, I think that maybe you wouldn't have had the success that you've had, and I think he's really important. I don't know. But,
no, you never know, but then again, we're glad we have him, and we wouldn't know what we'd do without him. Because he does bring a lot of sound creativity to his keyboard stuff. The stuff he does is innovative, and also it brings a pop sense into the music using the keyboards. If it was all guitars, it would be more raw and it'd probably be more rock.
And just by the sounds that he might bring in, it might trigger an idea for a song or a part or something like that.
It's the icing on the cake.
Yeah. So, can you talk a little bit about some of the guitars that you're using?
No way. No, man, they're all secret. I got them locked up in a vault. But let's go check them out. Now, I just did an endorsement with Fernandez. I'm really happy with that.
Really? What is it about them that you like?
They were really eager to cater my needs, right? I wanted some guitars built, and they built them to my specs. They did everything I wanted, They took care of me. I like that feeling. And they made me a Brad Gillis model guitar of my red Strat, which is pretty exact, spec-wise, except the neck was a little too fat. So they went right back to the factory. They took measurements off mine and went back to the factory, and now they're doing it right to my specs, and I okay everything. It's like I feel part of the company. They're taking care of me, and I like that feeling. It's the first company, other than Mesa Boogie, that has taken care of me. So now I have a good amplifier guitar combination of companies that take care of my needs.
So you'll be using Fernandez?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been using them. I got a couple here. I tell you, I still love my red Fender though, and I play it a lot. But yeah, I do use the Fernandez, and I am using it on the album. And I'm using the Boogies. Boogies are happening. Boogies came out with a new model too. It's a heavy metal model, or I'm not sure what the name they put for it yet, but it's another added preamp section that goes through the rhythm and the lead channels and gives it the more heavier sound, the rhythms. And one kick notch up for the solo mode. I'm real happy with that. I'm using that in the studio.
For the whole,
I've used
the whole Night Ranger.
Live always. In the studio, only other heads I used were Marshalls on some of the rhythm, some of the cleaner rhythm sounds like Sing Me Away and stuff. I mean, we use Marshall on them, Marshall top and bottom. Otherwise, I go boogies, all the solos, boogies.
Really?
Boogies through my Red Strat or Fernandez. No, Fernandez is doing well though. I'm happy with they send me a Brad Gillis model Explorer, all black. That was real nice.
Right.
The actually played really well. I'm trying different pickups out on that. I'm going through a pickup phase right now.
What have you been checking out?
PJ Marks, this guy that works with Laney amps. I think he owns Laney, or works with Laney. He's building a pickup now. That he's done some type of potting to the pickup where it really does. I mean, I've checked it doesn't squeal at loud volumes like any other pickup I've ever used does. And it's definitely the best on squeal factor. Or 5 drive at loud volume.
What kind of pickups do you have on yours now?
I got the PJ I'm using, lead position, and I'm using the guy DiMarzio. They sent me out there's new design pickups, singles and stack pots and humbuckings. I'm trying those on my Fernandez's, and I'm trying. And I've always before that I always used Seymour Duncan JBs.
Did you?
And Seymour's sent out some of the models too. So I'm trying everything out. PJ looks pretty good though right now. Yeah. And Fernandez is coming up with some pickups. I'm not sure what's happening with the Fernandez pickups, but I'm gonna have to work with them on that as soon as I figure out what I feel is best, and maybe then put it on the Brad Gillis model Strat for Japan. And I guess I'll sell that over here too.
Also, someday they're gonna market then.
Yeah, it was on the market last year with the old neck styling. I had them change the neck. They're updating it now for me.
What kind of a neck do you like?
I like a rosewood neck that is smaller than an average, say, Charvel neck or something, and which is the old pre-CBS Fender neck, which were smaller than the later ones, a little smaller, tighter. I like that.
Are pre-CBS necks something that you've put on guitars?
Yes, I searched for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, the one I'm using now is the one that I originally put together, which was the sanded down 62 in a box, all apart, that a friend of my brother's gave me. He said, "Can you do anything with this?" And he even sanded down the decal on top, and I didn't even know what it was. But when I saw the date on the neck and the stamping on the neck, I figured out it was a 62 Strat, and got the sticker for it, pre-CBS sticker for it, had it painted black, extra fret put on it with jumbo frets. Extra fret with jumbo on it. I'm using medium-sized jumbo. And Floyd Rose nut put on it. It's a nice, solid neck. So then I mounted that on the sanded down body I had, which I painted with extra lacquer from my 240Z. I had a Datsun 240Z with red lacquer. And I had I put 7 coats of that on and 2 coats of Imron clear on top of that.
When did you do that? How long ago did you? All right.
I did that about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. And so have you always been into the idea of tinkering and...
Well, when it's put in front of me, yeah. Yeah, well, actually I started out with a Fender Mustang.
Right.
Had that. I didn't start out with that, but that was my first so-called professional guitar light. Then I got my black Les Paul Custom that I mounted Floyd Rose on, which is a 68 fretless wonder that I put jumbo frets on. And then I got that Strat. I went through a couple other Strats, which I really didn't like. The tremolos always were problems, or else the bodies were, I felt, too thin. The guitar wasn't solid enough. And when I built this one from the box, mounted in the wireless switching and the wireless transmitter inside the unit, and added the batteries, and I put an extra plate, an extra neck plate, in between the neck and the body. So I have 2 plates, the 4-bolt plate on the Strat. There's one under the neck, and then the regular one on the bottom. And I clamp all those together, and that seemed to me to make the guitar a little more solid.
when the Floyds came in, did that
Oh yeah.
did that help the style? And
Yeah, I got right into that. I got one of the first models out of Floyd's garage when he was building them.
really, that's right. I remember that.
And I traded an arm and a leg for it. I didn't. They were like the new hottest thing out, and I wanted to get one, no matter what the cost was. It's like it was before I think it was before I was signed with anybody, and I really didn't. You know, I had no big money coming in, but still, I traded a Les Paul Custom, not my black one, but another one I had, burgundy Les Paul Custom for a Floyd Rose and mounting. And I think I got a fret job out of it too, but I must have paid $400 for that Floyd Rose.
Yeah. Did it work?
It took a while to learn how to use it. I had problems with tuning on it, staying in tune and tuning it up, and using. As soon as I tuned it up, it played great. Used the bar once, it was ruined. So I had problems with that for a little while, and then I learned how to use it. There was a trick to it. Which was, you cannot ever touch the bar when any of the locking nuts are unlocked. Don't ever use the bar. Whenever you unclamp the clamps for the nut, don't use the bar, because if you do, what it does, it changes tension going to your peg heads and string, just like a regular strap would do. That's why they always fucking go out of tune for me. And what you do is you don't mess with that. You unlock all the locks, and you tune it the way you tune it up, right? Clamp all of them down. Then stretch it out, stretch the strings out, get it stretched out, unclamp it. Don't touch the bar unclamped. Retune it, clamp it again, and then back, use the bar and stretch it out. Do that 3 times, and it'll stay in tune. The only problem you'll ever have is your high E. That's only if you stretch the thing up, 5 notes, which people do. So I have a little problem with that.
Do you use the tunable Floyd Rose now?
No, never.
You don't?
Have.
Really?
They're real handy and they work well, but they were uncomfortable for me to resting my hand on the bridge. It wasn't natural for me. Those things were always in the way, and it seemed like I couldn't get as much of a warble out of the bar with the extra weight on the back of it. It didn't, not as much fluctuation as my other one did. The original ones have.
Do you have yours floating? So you
Yeah.
can pull it?
Oh, very much.
Which is the way he designed it.
Yes. Yeah, the only problem, the big problem with that was, you break a string and you can't play, Well, I came up with a solution on that. Well, I didn't come up with it. This is what I do. I hardly ever break strings, but when I do, if you're playing a solo, you just play a half step down. You break your high E string, break the string, play a half step down, and you'll be fairly close.
Really? That's how much it tends to go out, huh?
Yeah. Don't try playing a chord. It's tough, but you can play. You can actually get out of it because it does pretty much go half step sharp. So you play half step flat.
Right. That's right. So, was by brought up are something you would listen to other players using? I mean, like Hendrix or those people?
Yeah, Hendrix and just mainly Hendrix pretty much got me started. And Jeff Beck used it a little bit, in different spots. But I had the old Stars Guitars bridge, which was a big brass one, which it was real solid and had a solid bar. Because I used to break the bars themselves, the tremolo bars out of the straps, push them all the way down. They start to crank a little bit and they get loose and them, bang, and they'd be gone. And you'd lose the, you'd have the screw stuck in there and you'd have to drill it out and it used to be dragged. So Stars Guitars came up with the first 1/4-inch bar, size bar, instead of the 8 or whatever the stock strap ones are. Which was a lot. Would that be 1/4-inch?
Yeah, it could be quarters. No, they're
about that size. And then, so I didn't have any problems breaking tremolo bars that way, but they wouldn't never stay in tune. I always had a problem with I had a brass nut I was using on the Strat, and it didn't work too well. And I went back to the ivory, and then I used plastic or anything possible. Nothing ever worked. I always had a couple of problems with it. Mainly probably on the peg heads, getting caught in there, taking the bar all the way down, just and pulling it up. Right. So then when the locking nut came out, I got right on that. Oh yeah, by the way, we got a Floyd Rose. We got one in today, in fact. I tell you, we only got 2 of them, and they aren't cheap. And I said, well, what a Les Paul. Come on down. I didn't have cash at them to deal with. And Les Paul was kind of hard to sell. There wasn't much market for that particular one, I guess. But so overall, that's the same one I use.
That same Floyd?
Same Floyd. That's the one that's on my red Strat. The same one. I had a black chromed. That's mostly worn off it. It's 5 years old.
Oh, that's amazing.
I guess they're that old. I changed. I mean, a couple things have been changed on it. I think, like maybe. No, the nuts are the same. Maybe some of the saddles have been changed, possibly. But it's the same one. Same springs, which are important. I think that's important because you get new springs on guitars, and it takes them a while to loosen up. I think.
And there's the springs in the back.
Springs in the back, and you get the old ones that have lost their new elasticity to it, or whatever to where it loosens up, and they'll always be in tune for it. I had problems with different springs, so I went back to the original.
Really?
Because I had some brand new bright black ones, I got, and I thought I'd try those, and it didn't work. Went back to the old ugly ones, original.
So it is a hit and miss situation with a lot of this stuff, isn't it? It's just going through things and finding things that work for you.
Yeah, definitely. You got to get in this too. You're in this, huh?
You mentioned that you don't break strings much.
No, I don't. I broke, probably out of a 9-month tour, 8 strings.
You're kidding.
No, that's real good.
That's incredible.
That's probably one a month, probably. And I think that's mainly because 2 reasons. My hands don't sweat that often, very much at all, and I don't have a lot of oils that are released. I have very dry skin, so I don't have a lot of secreting oils that get on my strings. That helps, I think, and also keeps me from deadening. I can use strings 2 or 3 nights without changing them, which a lot of people change every night. But since I don't sweat that much, as far as I'm concerned, the second night is the best night because they're loosened up, and they, as long as they don't dull out, because I don't sweat that much on stage. That is a reason for not breaking strings, I think, and also tightening the string in the Floyd Rose. There's a certain amount of pressure you got to put on when you tighten those. If you're too loose, they'll slip out. If you're too tight, they'll break them. They'll snap them off.
Where you put the string back.
Right, exactly. Yeah. They'll snap them. And a lot of breakage comes from there. From bending it too high up and having it being too tight there, and it's like brittle snap. It'll just go on you. So there's I don't know what the pounds per square inch is to tighten the Allens on it, but it works. It works for me.
Do you restring your own guitars?
No, Mark Newman, my guitar tech, restrings them.